Okay, so here's another limits problem where limit of h goes to 0 because h is in the bottom. You can't have 0, right? So as this function, we want to plug in values. So remember, take a value like a equals 10. Keep it at a equals 10. And then do h equals 10. A equals 10 and h equals 1. Then a equals 10 and h equals 1/2. And then a equals 10 and h equals 1/10. And then a equals 10 and h equals 1/100. This will give you an estimation of where the graph is going. Okay? It tells you where it's going, what's happening. But it doesn't tell you where the limit is. It just tells you, it shows you where it doesn't tell you what the limit is. It tells you where the limit is. Okay? So the difference is we need to use this in order to tell what the limit is. So with this one, we want to solve it like we would solve a normal fraction. So if we got a fraction of 1/3 minus 1/7, then we really have 3/3 and 7/7. So we have 7/21 minus 3/21. So we want to do the same thing here. We want to multiply this by a plus h and a. But you can't just do it on the bottom. You also have to do it to the top. Because you're multiplying by a 1. And we're multiplying by a 1. So we're not changing anything. We're just making it look different. Okay? So now we do that. And we get a over a squared plus plus 8h minus a plus h over a plus a squared plus ah. All over h. Okay, but now we want to change this to 7 minus 3/21. See? So we can do the same thing with this and say it's a minus the quantity of a plus h over a squared plus ah. All over h. So, with that in mind, I want to bring it over to the other board. Ding, ding. And erase this stuff. Before. Okay, and rewrite exactly what I have on the bottom there. So, a minus a plus h all over a squared plus ah all over h. And what I want to do here is I want to bring this minus to everybody on the block. So now I have a minus h all over a squared plus a h all over h. Okay?
Doesn't that negative sign change the sign? A squared minus 8h?
Yeah, so it's going to be minus a minus h.
So then it should be a squared minus 8h, right?
No.
Oh.
Because I'm not multiplying the a, I'm subtracting the a's. The only thing that comes through is the minus. Remember, if you had x minus 3 times 2x plus 4, right? Then you would have x minus 6x minus 12. But you wouldn't have 6x squared because you're not throwing this
So
through.
wouldn't it be?
You're taking this through. So I'm not taking the A through. I'm just taking the minus through. Am I missing something there?
There's like a 1 in front of it.
I know, but I thought it was only when you times a negative times a negative that it stays positive. If you times a negative 1 times or positive h, wouldn't it be negative?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize you were doing it down there. Okay,
That's okay.
don't mind me.
That's
You
good
can
though.
cut that out.
Because,
No, that's it.
You know
that's
your
okay. Because sometimes I make mistakes.
stuff. I do all the time.
Not very often though.
Well, I was writing over there, so then I was trying to catch up over there.
So then, okay, so then I do this, a minus a, which is nothing. So I have minus h all over a squared, but before I write the a squared and all that, let's factor out that. Okay? So a squared plus a h would be the same as a times a plus h, right? So then I have a minus h all over a times a plus h all over h. So what I really have is negative h over a, and I'm going to get rid of that green pen because it's dying on me, over a plus h divided by h, which is h over 1, right? So really it's times 1 over h. I better do that in a different color. 1 over h. So negative h a times a plus h. Okay? Pens are dying on me. Need new pens! Okay, then I cancel out these h's. Boom, boom, and I get negative 1 over a times a plus h. Or in other words, I have negative 1, I guess I shouldn't have factored that, over a squared plus AH, which is really important to see because this is a limit as h goes to 0, right? So this is what I have, but I'm not done because when h is 0, then 0 times a is 0, right? So then, and 0 plus a squared is a squared. So what I have here is, as the limit of h goes to 0, I got 1 over a squared plus a times 0, which is negative 1 over a squared. So let me write that with a really good pen. There we go. Negative 1 over a squared. Ta-da! Move, move, move. Okay? So over here, battery's dying. Over here, we should know that, okay, this limit, as we come closer and closer to here, should go to negative 1 over a squared, which would be negative 1 over 100. So negative 0.001 is where you're heading to. So when you plug your points in and you graph it, as you get to 0, right, you should be heading really close to, if this were 1 right here, and you should be heading really close to down here somewhere, okay, as you head to 0. So check that out, plot your points, and see what happens. On your points, it'll look like it's just going to 0, but it's actually going a little bit beyond 0. Okay?